In this section, we're going to look at absolute value equations and inequalities. The main idea in this section is to understand what is the absolute value. So when I ask students what is the absolute value, the first thing they say is, oh, it's just get the positive number of whatever is inside the absolute value. Well, that is true as in the action of it is what does it do. But what does it really mean? So again, let's understand that, and then we'll be fine. So when I say what's the absolute value of -7, everybody say, yeah, just take the positive. But why are we doing this? What is the absolute value? And if you understand this concept and the meaning of it, then the whole section will be very nice and easy. So the absolute value actually gives the distance from 0. So in the number line, if we have the 0, then the absolute value just gives the distance from the 0. When I say something like the absolute value of x equal to 3, what we really mean is that x is 3 units away from 0. 3 units away. So in the number line, here's my 0. So when I say the absolute value of x is 3, that means the distance from 0 is 3 units. It didn't say which way, to the left or to the right, it just say distance, and we all know that the distance is positive. So, and that's why we take the positive. So in this case, if I say the absolute value of x equal to 3, then either x is 3 or x is -3. And that covers how we do absolute value equations, as simple as that, which we will look at in a few minutes. So the first case, if the absolute value of x equal to k, a constant, then the equivalent form, because we cannot solve equations with those lines, with the absolute value sign. So remember that you always have to give what this is equivalent to. So in this case, this is equivalent to either x is k or x is -k. And in the number line, that's what you get, -k and k, that's the solution set. So let us look at examples, and then we'll explain the other sides, which is the inequality. So in the same reason, if we have absolute value on both sides, this is the same thing. Either x is equal to the positive of the right-hand side or x equal to the negative of the right-hand side. So we have 2 examples done for you here. The absolute value of 9 minus 4x equal to 7. So either what's inside the absolute value equal to the positive of the right-hand side, or what's inside the absolute value equal to the negative of the right-hand side. Most of these are going to be always in this section nice, easy linear equations that you need to solve. So solve this linear equation, you get x is half and x is 1/4. So 2 values. Same thing if you had absolute value on both sides. One time what's inside equal to the positive of the right-hand side, and one time what's inside equal to the opposite of the right-hand side. So let's do our own now example together. So let's look at example 3. The absolute value of x plus 1 equal to the absolute value of 1 minus 3x. So one time x plus 1 equal to the positive of the right-hand side, and one time x plus 1 is going to be equal to the opposite of the whole side. So be careful with that. Okay, let's solve this. Let's add 3x to both sides. We're going to get 4x equal to, subtract 1. We're going to get 0. So x is equal to 0. Or x plus 1 equal to -1 plus 3x. So distribute the negative. Now subtract 3x. So we're going to have -2x is equal, subtract 1, -2, divide by -2, and you get that x is equal to 1. So in this case, we have 0 and 1 is the solution. Let's look at this one. The absolute value of x plus 2 over 2 is equal to 7. Again, either x plus 2 over 2 is equal to 7 or x plus 2 over 2 equal to the opposite. So now we can solve this by cross multiplying. So x plus 2 is equal to 14, or x is equal to 12. Multiply, so x plus 2 equal to negative 14. Subtract 2, so x is equal to negative 16.